Out with the old and in with the new. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 releases coming to and leaving Netflix in February 2019. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at 5 of the best properties that Netflix will sadly be dropping come February 2019, as well as 5 of the best incoming titles for you to get excited about. Number 5, Girl Meets World, leaving February 19th, 2019.
Here's what I'm thinking. It's not your world yet. It's still my world.
For those of us who grew up in the 90s watching Cory and the Gang, this series was a real shot of nostalgia. Seeing Cory and Topanga all grown up was like running into an old friend and catching up on life. Though we were sad to see it come to an end after just 3 seasons, it was a relief to have it on Netflix, ready and waiting for us to rewatch at our leisure.
What could you possibly do that would get you detention on such short notice?
I could introduce you to my special guest star.
Uh-oh.
Nothing personal, bub.
Rowan Blanchard made for a great new lead protagonist, and the young characters around her felt genuinely worthy of carrying the torch. Sadly, as of February 19th, 2019, we'll need to look elsewhere for that nostalgic pick-me-up.
Honey, please don't make your father right. It's no good for any of us when your father is right.
She's right.
Number 5, One Day at a Time Season 3, coming February 8th, 2019.
Wow.
I pity the sorry-ass nurse that has to work for that guy.
Based on the 70s and 80s series of the same name, One Day at a Time is proof that you can in fact create something fresh by looking backwards. The original show centered on a divorced mother of 2 and her children as they navigate the struggles of everyday life. In this updated version, we follow a Latino family in present-day Los Angeles.
What about you, Penelope?
Oh, you know, Mama got a big pile of bills with her name on it. No, literally, my name is on every bill.
Though the premise is a simple one and the overall format old-fashioned, it's an emotionally powerful and consistently funny sitcom with a lot to say, both in its themes and the way it breaks new ground in terms of representation. The show has been met with widespread critical acclaim, and we cannot wait to see more.
She is terrible at this. And goodness, she has us.
Number 4, Clerks, leaving February 1st, 2019.
Hey, are you open?
Yeah, you open. No!
This film is the stuff of legend, at least as far as aspiring filmmakers and screenwriters are concerned. Nowadays, writer and director Kevin Smith is a pop culture icon in his own right, but back in 1994, he was practically a nobody. Filmed in black and white on a budget of just $27,575, earning over $3 million at the box office and critical acclaim for Smith.
Randall, forget it.
Oh, really? What did I do that was so wrong?
What don't you do? You know, sometimes I think the only reason you come to work is to make my life miserable.
How do you figure?
Not everything about it has aged well, but the raw performances and deeply human comedy makes it mandatory viewing. As of February 1st, 2019, the store is closed, at least as far as Netflix is concerned.
I'm not gonna miss what's probably gonna be the social event of the season.
You hate people.
But I love gatherings. Isn't it ironic?
Number 4, Russian Doll, coming February 1st, 2019. Once upon a time, Natasha Lyonne was best known as Jessica from American Pie.
Well, if you want to get her in the sack, just tell her you love her. That's how I was, dude.
The actor has since returned to prominence with her Emmy Award-nominated performance in the hit Netflix series Orange is the New Black.
Well, I, on the other hand, am feeling great job satisfaction. My hole in the wall goes very deep.
Now Lyonne has her very own Netflix original, Russian Doll, which she co-created with Amy Poehler and Leslie Headland. In the series, Lyonne plays Nadia, a woman and guest of honor at a party in New York City that sadly ends in her death. Bummer, right? Even worse, however, she seems to be stuck in a Groundhog Day-style loop.
I'm out of here.
Bummer, right? Dark, gritty, and clearly thrilled with Netflix's lack of censorship, Russian Doll looks like a must-watch.
What was wrong with the stairs?
It's a long story involving multiple deaths.
Yeah, this is much safer.
It never lasted this long.
Bummer, right?
Those things are finished!
Number 3, Shaun of the Dead, leaving February 1st, 2019.
It's not the end of the world.
Nowadays, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are both instantly recognizable faces, and Edgar Wright is a widely respected director. But one can't help but wonder if their careers would have had the same trajectory had they not made this 2004 cult zombie comedy.
Oh my god. She's so drunk.
Written by Pegg and Wright, this hilarious, witty, and admittedly heartfelt movie became an immediate hit with not only genre enthusiasts, but also a wider audience, helping catapult everyone involved to new heights.
What's the matter, David? I'm taking a shortcut before.
Pegg plays Shaun, a slacker who gets dumped just as a zombie epidemic breaks out, and Frost plays Ed, his equally unmotivated roommate and best friend. Together, the unlikely heroes brave the undead nightmare. You know what? We'll be sad to see these lovable layabouts go.
I'm gonna check if the coast is clear.
Is it clear?
No.
Number 3. Chef's Table Volume 6, coming February 22nd, 2019. Netflix is constantly experimenting with different types of programming, offering its subscribers a little bit of everything to encourage cord cutting.
He was writing about how sorry he was not to be in my restaurant before.
One of their most successful forays into unscripted television is Chef's Table, a documentary series that takes viewers into the minds of some of the world's most celebrated and innovative chefs.
But I was so dug into my damn position that there was no way I was going back on it. I felt like this was a test I couldn't afford to fail.
Created by David Gelb, the man behind the critically acclaimed documentary Shiro Dreams of Sushi, Chef's Table is a veritable feast for the eyes for food lovers, bringing them into often exclusive culinary spaces. With this, the show's 6th volume, we'll be getting up close and personal with chefs Sean Brock, Mashama Bailey, Daniel Shakini, and Azma Hom. We can't wait to see what they're cooking up. Number 2, Children of Men, leaving February 1st, 2019. Mexican filmmaker Alfonso Cuarón has scored Netflix their very first Best Picture nomination at the Oscars with Roma. The 2018 drama is a beautiful and moving semi-autobiographical story about growing up in Mexico City. It's resonated with both critics and Netflix subscribers alike. Sadly, Netflix users who enjoy the film and want to further explore Cuarón's body of work are losing one of his best films, Children of Men.
You scared the shit out of me.
I'm sorry about the theatrics, but we had no choice.
Released in 2006, this dystopian thriller stars Clive Owen, Julianne Moore, Michael Caine, and Chiwetel Ejiofor. It's a compelling, tense, and masterfully shot film about a near future in which infertility has become a global epidemic.
Shut up! Trust me. We've got to go.
Its departure feels like a real loss for Netflix and its subscribers.
Hilarious!
Number 2, Velvet Buzzsaw, coming February 1st, 2019. 2014's Nightcrawler brought together filmmaker Dan Gilroy and actor Jake Gyllenhaal to deliver one of the most unique, compelling, and unnerving films in recent memory.
Park the car and get your camera.
Now they've teamed up once again to bring us the Netflix original film Velvet Buzzsaw, and it looks to be another wild ride.
Critique is so limiting and emotionally draining.
Once again written and directed by Gilroy, this film fully embraces the horror genre. When a series of evocative paintings by an unknown artist are found, they make a big splash in the art world.
You ever notice anything about this painting? You look at it long enough, it moves.
Soon enough, however, those who have allowed themselves to be corrupted by greed find themselves at the mercy of the supernatural paintings. The trailers promise a stylish, engrossing, and uncompromising film.
Something truly goddamn strange is going on!
Number 1, The Big Lebowski, leaving February 1st, 2019. In his eternally mellow state, the dude might abide his removal from Netflix, but we are not happy about it. This beloved 1998 Coen Brothers movie is an enduring cult classic.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like, your opinion, man.
Endlessly rewatchable and infinitely quotable, The Big Lebowski has its very own yearly festival called Lebowski Fest. It's inspired a religion and life philosophy, Dudism, also known as the Church of the Latter-day Dude.
Nobody calls me Lebowski. You got the wrong guy. I'm the dude, man.
That might sound like a joke, but there are roughly 450,000 ordained Dudist priests out there. All that to say, a lot of Netflix subscribers are going to be sad to not have the movie so easily accessible. That movie really tied the streaming service together.
No, I do mind. The dude minds. This will not stand, you know? This aggression will not stand, man.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Now, a lot of people have been asking, hey, I'm still talking. Do not next episode me.
Hi, this is Ken Jeong with a big announcement. My first ever Netflix comedy special, Ken Jeong, You Complete Me Ho, will premiere February 14th on Valentine's Day.
Number 1, The Umbrella Academy, coming February 15th, 2019. Comic book adaptations are everywhere these days, but few properties are as odd or unique as The Umbrella Academy.
In October 1989, 43 women around the world gave birth. None of these women had been pregnant when the day first began.
Published by Dark Horse Comics, Umbrella Academy was created and written by My Chemical Romance singer Gerard Way, and it tells the story of the Hargreaves, a group of adopted siblings.
I give you the Umbrella Academy.
Born under mysterious circumstances and brought together by the eccentric Sir Reginald Hargreaves to save the world, the children go their separate ways during their adolescence, only to be drawn back together after the passing of their adoptive father. Developed for Netflix by Steve Blackman, who has previously worked on Fargo, Legion, and Altered Carbon, and boasting a solid cast, Umbrella Academy is definitely worth checking out.
The world ends in 8 days. I have no idea how to stop it.
I'll put on a pot of coffee.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.